Hey there, crafty friends. It's Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and it's time for our What's New Today at the Doodlebug. I am super excited. Well, I'm coming on late because I've been working on this order, but I'm super excited. This Clear Scraps order was huge, and it took me forever to get the math worked out. I finally got it worked out. I'm just like, oh, you know, like whenever you just got a really good puzzle or something like that, and it is just, you can't stop until you figure it out. That's kind of what this invoice was. We had a couple things that we, missed on the invoice, and so I had to figure out which ones we were missing, and it's like 3 tables full of stuff. So yeah, it was a task, but I was like, yes, as soon as I found one of the last things and my numbers all just aligned beautifully, did a little happy dance in the office, and now we are ready to go. So what have I got for you today? Today we're going to do Clear Scraps and Hero Arts. I've got a little bit more to show you, but we're going to wait because otherwise the live's just going to be too big today because we got in a ton of stuff again for you guys. So today we are going to look at Clear Scraps. I will tell you, if you follow my lives, my cat Cindy, sometimes she likes to pop in on the lives, and I thought it was funny because I walked back here and she kind of hides in the back room all day, but she's starting to figure out when I come on the lives. Now when I do the lives, she usually comes out because she hears my voice, and this is my cat from home, so this is like my baby. I came back here and she's laying in the middle of the floor because she knows I'm late for my live and she's wondering where I'm at. So I just think it's funny how, animals become such creatures of habit and they have their little schedules, things like that. So we're going to look at Clear Scraps today. I know a bunch of you have pre-orders for Clear Scraps. I had posted all this great stuff when I went out to show, and I'm not going to lie, this order's taken me like 2 weeks to check in, which I know you're probably thinking, how does it take you 2 weeks? Well, it's a lot to enter. She's a little movie star. You're right, Miss Debbie. It was a lot to enter, and we got to get all the products set up, and as you know, we're a little short-staffed right now, so that takes a dedicated person to do all that, whereas when something comes in, it's mainly reorders, and we only have to enter a couple things in, but then we have something new to show you. Sometimes we kept sneaking that in there. So this one has taken a while, and she's right here. There she is. Do you have an itch? Hey, you. I'm talking to you. Hi. Hi, there you are. Hello. Yeah, turd. So, all right, I'm going to flip the camera around and we are going to check out some good stuff. All right, first of all, I am super excited. I'm going to start, I think, with the Rolodexes here. Terry, gosh. I'm thinking because Terry was working on this order. I'm like, I meant to tell Terry to grab something. All right, we're going to grab one thing here. Hold on. You got to look at me for a second. So we're going to grab one thing out of the regular section for these guys. All right, I think that'll be enough. I have a section with these already. So I'm like, oh, I'll show you guys that as well too, because I didn't reorder everything that I have in. So we're going to start first with the memory dexes. So a memory dex, think like Rolodex, like you would keep on your desk, flip through, things like that. Crafters took over those Rotodexes years ago, using the Rotodexes even, and making it so you would flip through and you would have, people did all kinds of fun things like ATC trading cards. They did recipes in there, just little fun countdown calendars in there. Well, then manufacturers started catching on and making cute little memory dexes, and thank you very much, jumped on exactly what I need. Then Clear Scraps jumped on and they started making wooden ones, and now they have upped the game and they have shaped ones. So I'm going to flip the camera around Okay, so this is the original one, and we do have these in the store. It is a great little wooden box. I have one that is kind of kitchen themed. You can put recipes in. You can just do little family pictures in there too. These are fun, just kind of sitting out on a coffee table, things that you can kind of look through, holiday ones as well. There was a nice little gray tail for you. You have no personal space. You've been gone all day, and now you're out. So this is the original one here. All right. This is just the one. It's got kind of a higher back on the top or on the one end, kind of like this one here does. So that is the original ones. And we do have these in stock, and you can switch these out too if you wanted. Next, they just came out with shaped ones for the holidays, and this sled one is so cute. Now, as far as the inserts that go in here, we've got all different kinds that I'm going to be showing you. Some of them are acrylic, so you've got little clear ones. Then some of them, God, just popped right out because I'm flipping them hard. So then they just pop in and out like that. Then, and this traveled back and forth with me in my What are you doing? What are you? That is paper. Stop. Anybody else's cat do that? She chews on all that. Lord. Gosh. She's the worst. All right, back to my job here. Thank you. So we've got acrylic ones in here. Then they also do chipboard ones. These are chipboard. So I've got one side covered in paper, and I've got the other side painted with paint. Chipboard. Here's another acrylic one. Now, this acrylic one, I know you're like, but that one's decorated. I literally ran this one through an embossing folder and gave it all that texture. Then I ran an ink pad over it. Now, I did do a StazOn ink pad, but you could just lightly go over it with a brayer with paint, and the paint would dry beautifully on there. But if you've got StazOn ink pads, those would work. Alcohol inks will work on these as well. So we've got acrylic ones. So basically I'm showing you these so you can see there are different ones. Little chipboard one that's decorated. Another acrylic one that's decorated. So this is the sled. How fun is that? So we've got sleds. Then they also have trucks. Can you see the truck one? Envision this painted like, a really cool kind of blue color. You could do like a lot of the fall lines right now have orange and teals in them. How fun would that be? You could also do it red for Christmas. So many different ways you could do the truck. So we've got the trucks. And then I know quite a few of you were asking about the houses as well too, to do them kind of like a haunted house as a Halloween decoration. Wouldn't that be fun as well? You could go back through and, do, different pictures from Halloweens in the past, or just fun little, inserts in here. Oh my gosh, decorated with doodlebug stuff. How cute would this be as well? So many fun things that you can do with these. So the 3 shaped ones that they have so far, and we've got all 3 in. We've got the sled, we've got the house, and we've got the truck. So I've got those in. And now we're going to go and check, and then we've got just the plain ones. And now we're going to check out the little inserts, the dividers that you can put in those. So we have this one here that's shaped like little houses. That's what this one is the houses dividers. Then we also have, I'm trying to separate these a little bit here. Then we've also got 4 Christmassy ones. We've got, this one's called holiday dividers. We've got holiday dividers in chipboard, and you can see you can't see. We've got a snowflake in here. There's a tree in here and a mitten shape in here. We've also got the Christmas holiday dividers in acrylic. Now, if you want to make a haunted one or a spooky one, we've got the dividers in acrylic, and these are called spooky dividers. So we've got spooky in acrylic, and we've got spooky in chipboard. In here, you've got a cauldron, you've got a witch's hat, and then you've got those little legs upside down. For fall, These are called harvest dividers. So in the harvest divider, you have got, you've got a couple different pumpkins in here. One that's a big pumpkin, and then one that's the two that you see side by side. We've got them in chipboard and acrylic. I'm going to hold the acrylic one up. It might be a little bit easier for you to see. So we've got the truck in here. There's the two pumpkins, and then there's a single big ones. Are those two beaded into books? I'm not for sure what you're asking there, Shannon. Are those two beaded into books? I think you had a typo there, or autocorrect got the best of you on that one. These go in the little memory dexes that I just showed. But you definitely could put some reinforcers on here and add them into mini books. You definitely could do that. Then we did this one already. That one is the houses in chipboard. I'm going to jump over these real quick. Do you make mini books out of those? No, they're memory dexes. But you could definitely probably turn this into a mini book. Then we've got little dividers here. These are chipboard rounded dividers. We've got these fun ones here that are the rounded tabs. We've got them in acrylic and in chipboard, and that's what I used in my sled. So I'm going to jump back to my sled here just to show you guys one more time. So you get your kind of your starter. We've got sleds, we've got trucks, we've got houses, and we've got just regular boxes. And then these little guys go in there. And see, now like with this one, how fun would it be to also get the holiday dividers and put those in there as well. So fun. Rounded in both. You've got it. Now, I'm going to, do you want the rounded tabs, Miss Paula, or do you want this rounded, just the regular, the big rounded? I just want to make sure. So we've got the rounded tabs in acrylic and chipboard, or we've got this really big rounded, I know it makes it nice and confusing, rounded ends tabs. That's what I thought you meant. Okay, so I'm going to pop those off. We'll give Miss Cindy something else to chew on here. That's where those came from. Shannon, now that I have shown the sled, does that kind of help you know what these are used for? Hopefully it does. All right, next up, my friends, now we've got the memory dexes. Now I'm going to show you the next, we're going to pop on down here. I'm going to show you the next fun thing that's kind of interchangeable. So they came out with these really fun mason jar lids. So they're decorative. Now, this was the only mason jar I could find in the store. It's just a little bitty, like jelly jam one. But it fits on any standard mason jar. Okay, so think like around the holidays, doing little mason jars filled with candy corns, M&Ms, acorns from outside. After you may have to toast them in the oven to kill the worms. Ask me how I know. I may have had a little boy that collected acorns one fall, and a week later we had worms in the bedroom. So if you do anything with acorn crafts, just so you guys know, I see those on Pinterest all the time. People painting acorns and bring them in. Acorns have worms in them. So make sure you put them in the oven and toast them to kill the worms. Otherwise, it will be a disgusting mess in here, and you will be mad at Hannah for bringing in things to make jars cute to where you're searching for things to put in jars. But, I think this would be fun too. I've got a few different ones. I've got some just, we've been asking her to do maybe some chili pepper ones, because I know a lot of us like to garden, and then we dry our chili peppers and we set those out because they look pretty in the kitchen. So with this, how you start with this one is you're going to want to get your mason jar starter. Okay, so you just take these little rings and you just simply glue them together, because remember, they're doing them on a laser cutter. So you've got a bunch of little layers, and you wouldn't have to make it as thick if you didn't want to, but you're going to take those little circles, just easy peasy, glue them together. Okay, and then you've got this great little top one, this top circle. All right, I'm visual. I got to open one of these up for you guys. Are any of them open? Nope, not yet. Okay, let me just open one of these up. I'll rip them apart here. Okay, so this is what you start with right here. You're going to get a pack like this. All right, so see how this one is a little bigger? Then there is your one that this little guy's going to fit into. And then you take your rings, stack them all up, glue them together. This gets glued on there. So there is your topper, okay, what I've got right here. So there's your topper. And then you've got extra rings that you can decorate and switch out. So basically your starter kit, and it looks like on mine, yep. I didn't even use all the rings. There we go. So you can even nix a ring and use it for something else. So then you've got your nice little stack that you're going to make. Trust me, I'm making this way harder than what it is. So you're just going to glue, 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 and then you can paint it. Then you've got these little discs here that are going to pop in and out. This is all going to be stuck together just like this. And then I just took a little piece of fabric and put it around it. So I've got that, and then you've got these little guys here that you can decorate, and that's what I've got here. I put a little bit of paper on there, and then we've got these are just chipboard embellishments. They can be used in your scrapbooks, mini books, anything like that, but they are perfectly sized to go onto your mason jar lids. Okay, how fun are these? Now, how many of you guys do those gifts in a jar at Christmas, where it's like maybe it's soup in a jar or muffins in a jar? I love doing those. And then all they have to do is add like their eggs and things like that. Or if it's a soup one, then they may have to do like a can of tomatoes or something like that. Wouldn't these be so stinking cute on there as well, on top of that jar? Love that idea. I know there's cookies in a jar. That would be really fun. And then you could just decorate that. And then they've got a fun little container they can fill up later on with candy. Or maybe you just give it to them with Christmas candy in it. Like, wouldn't a jar be really cute with Hershey Kisses in it? Oh, that would be really, really fun too. Filled with Hershey Kisses. All right. So again, your starter is going to get you a lid. And then you've got 1, 2, 3... to change them out, okay? So then that way they can do different things, and you've got different things that you can put on there. What can you put on there? This little guy here came out of the Christmas Noel kit. This is the Noel kit. And then you can do the snowman like I did. You've got a Noel. You've got a little Christmas gift. You've got a stocking, trees, hollies, ho, 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 Christmas. All kinds of fun stuff to play around with. I'm going to flip one over and show you here. Here are some finished samples from the back. Here are some little jars. So you can see this one here is from a fall set. Look at the cute little ghosty on that one. Now, wouldn't this be fun to, somebody said hot cocoa mix. Yes, hot cocoa mix would be perfect. You could even gift these to a friend with, the different seasons. So maybe you get like 3 different ones. Okay, so you got 3 different ones, and then you've got a ton that you can make for friends, and then give them, a jar with candy and goodies in it, and then maybe a little bag, a cute little muslin bag with 3 or 4 different switcher outer ones that they can use during different seasons. I think that's a great idea too. I love homemade Christmas stuff, and I love quick and easy homemade Christmas stuff because I don't always have the time, or I think I'm going to do way more than what I really can. We can't all make, like albums for everybody. We just run out of time. So I thought these were really, really cute. They're still very personable and just fun. So then for the holidays, what I've got, again, this one here is Warm and Cozy. So Warm and Cozy has got a snowflake on it, let it snow, cute little sweater. There's a cocoa ice skates. Oh, look, there's even a little layer you can do for your cocoa on there, and mittens. So that one is Warm and Cozy. Then again, this one was the one we just showed. That one's Noel. I love the fall one. Fall one is called Chipboard Pumpkin for the mason jars. That fun little Halloween one. That one is called Punch Out's Chipboards Trick or Treat. Love that little guy right there. And then the last one, just kind of you can set it out anytime. It's got really fun little coffee on it. So that one is called Coffee. So wouldn't this be cute if you've got a little coffee bar in the house? Maybe you fill up a little jar with coffee beans to set there. Do one of these cute little guys on the top. That would be so, so fun. Maybe you do a little jar that has your sweetener in it or your sugar in it, setting out with a cute little lid. So fun. I mean, seriously, how stinking fun are these? I love them. So cute. All right, so those are the mason jar add-ons then. And now we're going to start in with just some fun little chipboard, and then we'll go to our shakers. So chipboard here. Now, it looks like it's in this packaging. Well, it is in this packaging. It doesn't look like it is, but it doesn't have to stay in here, okay? So you snip these out. Again, they're done on a really big laser cutter, so something's got to keep them in the packaging. So you're going to snip those out, and then you can paint this. You can use embossing powders on this. I do like to do embossing powders. Embossing powders are nice and opaque. You can also do acrylic not acrylic markers, acrylic paint pins. So acrylic paint pins do really great on these as well. They're nice and opaque. And then that way, like if you use one of your regular water-based markers or a Copic marker, those are transparent. So you get a lot of the brown showing through and it changes the color. So when you go to color these, painting is great. And I will tell you, chalk paint does the best, okay, because it's got that plaster in there or whatever it's in it. And it gives you much better coverage. So chalk paint would be good. Pigment ink pads would be good too. Actually, Distress oxides do really well on these because they've got that opaque oxide layer in them. So that would be great on these. Paint markers are good on these as well. And then your embossing powders. So lots of ways that you can cover this kind of stuff. This one here is the Chipboard for USA. We've got these fun little mason jars. So there's mason jars. Then we've got, this one's called Mouse number 2. So you've got a Mickey and a Minnie head on there. And then last but not least, we've got the old truck. I think these, we didn't get them priced because I just finished this. I think these are like $3 each, $3.29, something like that. Very inexpensive. So there's your old truck. And now we're going to move into the shakers. Shakers are, I believe, $4.29 each. So how fun are these? I'm going to open up one of these so you can see them as well. Now, they are called shakers, but you would not have to use them as a shaker if you didn't want to. So you've got your top layer here. You've got a nice little acrylic layer. You're going to want to make sure you peel off the protective coverings on these, okay? That way it's not all cloudy. It truly is nice and clear. You've got another layer here with your little shakers. Actually, you've got 2 more layers and then your background. So if you didn't want to use it as a shaker, or maybe you didn't want it to shake as much, maybe you had you've just got little flat, teeny tiny sequins that you want to put in there, there would be your shaker. Glue him all together, and now you've got an extra layer that you can do something else with. So kind of keep all that in mind. So again, if you don't want to do shakers, you've got a fun acrylic jar that you could, or acrylic coffee mug that you can do something with. And again, you can run these through your embossing folders. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 decorative layers and then a flat layer. So you wouldn't have to do them as a shaker if you didn't want to. You could break them apart and just use them as individual embellishments. All right, Miss Paula is getting a mason jar from the beginning, from the first little set. Thank you. And I know, again, some of you have special orders for these, so we will get those pulled tomorrow as well. Then this one is the shaker. What is this one called? Oh, shaker coffee mug. That makes sense. Shaker coffee mug. Then we've got shaker fin. So like a little mermaid tail. Shaker fin. Coffee shaker for Debbie. You've got it. Thank you, ma'am. Then next little shaker we've got is the vintage truck. Cute vintage truck there. Then this next one is called milk can. So shaker milk can. That's a fun one. Now, because we just did a regular mason jar, please tell me on this one, tell me shaker mason jar. So that's what this one is called, shaker mason jar. So please tell me shaker so we don't pull you the wrong one, okay? What would you do with those shakers? Well, all kinds of things. So they could go on a scrapbook page. They're not too thick for that. Again, you could take one of the layers out. They're great on the cover of mini books. You can also do them in little decor pieces, on the fronts of stuff. So there's all kinds of ways that you could use these as well. Little gift tags, you could put them on there. So, you could turn it into the card. Maybe this is the card. You could even put magnets on the back, and then they could use it as a little magnet on their refrigerator. How fun would that be as well? So yeah, all kinds of ways that you could use these little guys. So you can see here, it looks like it's on a mini book. Here they turned it into an ornament there on that one. So fun little things you can do with that. So I've got a shaker mason jar, maybe even Christmas ornaments. Yep, hey, Miss Libby. Yep, Christmas ornaments would be another one for sure. Next up, we've got shaker camera, shaker onesie. This one is a special order, but the great state of Texas. So we've got a shaker for Texas. We've got a shaker paw print. We've got a shaker graduation cap. Oh, these would be cool. So like another idea, just glue them to a frame. So buy a cheap little frame and then glue one of these on there with little shakers in them. How stinking cute would that be? Maybe you've got a family picture with your dog or your cat, and then that way you could do the frame and then put the little shaker kind of in the corner. That would be so cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. So all kinds of fun things you can do. This one is shaker owl. I believe this one was a special order. This is a shaker fleur-de-lis. Then we've got shaker bunny. Then balloons. Ghost. If you didn't order one, you want a paw and a camera. You've got it, Miss Lisa. We will definitely get that checked. Like I said, I've got my paper back here. I can double check that here in a second. I think I did that one. Yep, shaker ghost. I want to make sure I called him the right thing. Then we've got strawberries. Now the next one we have shaker balloon for you, Debbie. You've got it. Thank you. Now the next one, we've got two different ornaments. So let's be careful when we do these. This one is called tall bulb. Okay, tall bulb shaker. Oh, you think the fleur-de-lis is yours? Perfect. I will check that for sure. And then we've got just regular bulb. So this is regular bulb. This is tall bulb. Then we've got shaker flip-flops. Yep, I sure can, Miss Paula. Flip-flops. Snowman. Pumpkin. There's a lot. Then we've got flowers. Well, I guess those can definitely be ornaments. Yes. Snow globe. That snow globe. Oh, so many possibilities with that one. This one here looks like a seashell. Yep, seashell. Shaker pumpkin. You've got it. Next one here is beehive. And last but not least, shaker bee. And that is it for our shaker. So if you jumped on late, we've started with Clear Scraps here. And Clear Scraps did these really cute little like memory dexes. We've got 3 different shapes. We've got sleds, we've got trucks, And we've got houses. I've been seeing lots of designers doing like little haunted houses with the house ones, and you know, then decorating them as a Halloween decor item. This one here I have got done for Christmas. Now, I don't have any pictures or anything like that added in. But this would also be a fun way. You know how you get like family pictures from people around the holidays? That might be a fun way to incorporate some of those, you know, and just have them sitting out every year. That would be really cool. Is there a fox? Becky, I don't think there is a fox. I don't remember, and I don't have the book back here anymore. I will check the book, but I don't think so. Marilyn wants a seashell. You've got it. And I'm going to check my list here for you guys. All right, Miss Paula, you've got 3 coffees. You've got a strawberry, a mason jar, a Texas, and a milk can, all times 1. Let's see who else is on here. Lisa, Miss Lisa Bennett, you are on here, right? Yep, yes, you are. You've got a snow globe, a flower, and the fleur-de-lis. Miss Sarah Richardson, if you pop on later, you've got 3 owls, 2 mason jars, 1 balloon, 1 pickup truck, and then 1 of each Christmas ornament. Let's see here. Who else is on? Miss Pat Kincaid, you jump on a lot. You'll have a mason jar and a coffee cup with a lid. Marilyn, you have sunglasses, flip-flops, mermaid tails. So that is what, and I don't think anybody else is on here that ordered. I've got Paula A, Linda R, but she's working, Lois A, Lisa B, Sarah R, Abby R, Jennifer F. Hers is a long, so she asked me a long time ago the next time I order. So, all right, whew. Okay, I think we got, and also, all right, perfect. We will get your add-ons on there, friends. Thank you so much. I'm glad I brought my special order back here. And then last but not least, we got in a little quick order from Getting In reorders for you guys. We have got Hero Arts. Couldn't get my words out. I've got Hero Arts back here. A lot of these were special requests from the last one. Again, if there's something you see that you also want, well, I can always do another Hero Arts order. That does not hurt my feelings at all. First one I'm going to walk over to the wall for, because this one is a beautiful die. Beautiful die. It is called Fancy Die Weaving. So weaving fancy die. And did I lose my... I came over here to the wall because I had a great sample with this die, and now I cannot find it. It must be up front somewhere. Well, shoot. So this die here is so stinking cool because whenever you cut it, you've got these strips. Now notice how attached, not attached, attached, not attached, attached, not attached. So then you can weave those together. I'm looking in one of the old catalogs to see if I can find a sample with this weaving die. It is so good. So I've done it on just with white and then put a few color strips in there. That is stinking good. So I've done different colors and wove those together. Cannot believe my sample is not back here. Well, I will find it. Let me check this catalog here. Sorry, friends. I'm going to tease you with the catalog here. Oh, we did just get in. So check this page out here. Now, that bunny we've got in stock. We've got that bunny, and I just got back in stock that fence. So it was a good thing that we pulled this book out. So I just got the fence back in. If you're loving this catalog, we do have these catalogs. They are, this one is this year's, but the old ones are good too. We sell these catalogs. They are great inspiration. And I'm just teasing you with everything good in the book. Well, I know the weaving die has been around for a while, but I can't find him in here. Okay. All right, friends. Well, whenever I do find my cutesy tootsy samples, then I will post my samples with the actual die. How about that? Dang, because I've got good samples. but we were out of the die, so they may have gotten moved to somewhere else in the store. Pooh. You know I'm going to find it as soon as I walk away. That's just what Hannahs do. Sigh. Okay, well, we're just going to move on. But this weaving die is awesome. Did you have the 2023 holiday catalog? Well, I do. I flipped through that one, Libby. See, Libby knows. Libby's my Hero Arts like expert. Yeah, I flip, but maybe I flipped too quick. I love these catalogs. Like, I always keep one for myself just because they're so good for inspiration. There's the little snowman. We've got him back in stock. There's the reindeer. We've got that one in. And then we've got the little elf up there as well. All right, I know I just need to move on. Just, you know, whenever you know something's there and you can't find it, how it... Maybe not everybody obsesses like I do. I obsess about it. Makes me crazy. Okay. Well, hello. Thank you for joining me. Okay, well, we're going to move back. So this weaving die is amazing. Okay, I promise. It's a great, great die. So we got that back in stock. Then we got the bulb ornaments back in stock. Then there is that great fence die back in stock. This is a really fun snowflake stencil. So you could do all kinds of fun stuff. And then it's got a great center spot left open. So you could stamp an image in there. You could stamp verbiage in there, put die cuts in there. This one is called Snowflake Stencil. Well, that's like if I would name it. Then this one here is called Merry Christmas Foil and Cut. I think that one might have been a special order, but we can always get more in. Snowflake Stencil, you've got it. We have got back in stock. This one is beautiful. I know a lot of you have gotten this one in your stash already now. You did, Miss. Well, Marilyn, you know, she sleeps most of the day. So she's really active in the morning when we get in here. And then she's out for a few hours. And then she takes a nice long afternoon nap. And then she pops out about 4 o'clock because she knows I'm going to be out doing the live back here at some point. And then my security cameras go off all night long because she is in the store doing naughty things at night and jumping around on stuff and setting the security cameras off. This one is called Snowy Street Lamp. Now, remember when this one first came in, we talked about how the snow could also be clouds. There's little snow that you can put on top of the wreath here. But this one is a beautiful one with this bench that you could even do just like a thinking of you card, miss you card, sympathy card. So this is a great die set here. Then I'm kind of saved this one for the middle. Hopefully this makes a lot of you very, very happy. Check this out. It is a Peking gingerbread man. And he even has things to hold on to in his set. So he can hold on to this great candy cane or the little sucker there as well. This one is so fun. If you look this one up on our website, to find it quickly, DF222. If you do that on our website, I've got 2 great samples in for the description. So you click on the product, you'll see a picture that looks just like this, but then click to the next picture and I've got 2 great sample cards of this one on there. Absolutely adorable. So Gingerbread Man, brand new, just released. So got one pulling for Miss Debbie, you've got it. Like I told you, there's the snowman. Would you stop? Please. Snowman back in stock. This one here is another good one. I forgot that I got this one back in. I'm going to take you back over to the wall. I know where these are right off the bat. So these are the Peking doors. And I'm going to show you some sample boards. These you can do with any background dies that you have at home. So this one is just a background birthday. And then you cut it out and you've got all these fun little doors that open up that you can put little sentiments in. Here's another one. Now this one is by Hero Arts. It is sized to correspond perfectly with these doors. But then we've got this one here that shows you could use any little background for that. I'm going to bring you down to the bottom here. I've got some other great samples with these. Here's another one. It's kind of the same background, but then check this one out. So this one here has got some ink blending on the bottom, okay? And then everything was stamped, so you can get a little bit of texture on there. This one here has been heat embossed. Again, just a fun background. Doesn't, matter. They don't open up perfectly with the hearts or anything like that. They just open fun. So fun. I think those are my only ones that I've got with those there. So that one's a good one. And again, that is the Peekaboo Doors die. I think these are fun. We've got another one that we did up here, which is paper. So how we did like just a little poinsettia paper on that one. That's a neat one too. I'm going to give you this back. That way you don't get all dizzy as we walk back. There's the peeking doors. Then we also got back in stock the palette knives. We sold out of those in our last live. So palette knives back in stock. And then the last one, this was supposed to be shown the other day when we did our sale live. And I left it on the front counter and didn't realize it. So Linda asked me the other day, she's like, what are these doing? They've been sitting here for a couple days. I'm like, oh, they were supposed to go in the live on sale. So I've got 2 of these from Picket Fence. It creates this great little kind of pumpkin scene there. So it's a Halloween die, great for a slimline card or scrapbook pages and mini books. Normally they are $17.29. We've got 2 at $10.48. So that's like 40% off, I believe. So that's a good chunk off of that one. And those are called Oval Funhouse Slimline die. So you could just say Picket Fence Halloween die, Oval Funhouse die, whatever, but I've only got 2 of those for $10.48. And then I've got waffle flour lined up and ready for you guys for tomorrow. Alrighty, friends. Well, I think that is it for today. So if you jumped on late, we started with clear scraps. And then from there, hey, what? These are just going to make you crazy. What do you even have? I have no idea. They're like toddlers. It's like having a baby in the store, and she just causes trouble. Always causing trouble. So we started with clear scraps and great little home decor kind of memory items there, and a ton of new shakers for you guys. So those are going to be fun. I know Robin asked a good question. What do you do with all the shakers? So tonight you can also go on to Clear Scraps blog. They have a great design team. Check out the blog if you have time. Kind of scroll down through. You're going to see lots of ideas with the shakers. You'll see lots of ideas with the little memory deck stuff. See her back there being bad. Linda's always afraid to open up stuff, the night before or leave it open whenever she leaves, knowing that someone is probably going to get into things while we're not here. Such a goober. So all kinds of fun clear scrap stuff. And then we just ran through a small but really good Hero Arts order. It was done mainly to get in your guys' special order stuff. But when I did that, that is when I saw these brand new peekers that just came out. So Peeking Gingerbread Men, they are absolutely adorable. Have not even had time to play with them yet, but if you go onto our website and then you can look for Gingerbread Men, Hero Arts, but their code is DF222. So if you do that, it'll bring them right up, and I've got 2 pictures of awesome samples on there for you guys to check out. So, alrighty friends, well, I am Hannah at the Doodle Bag in Jasper, Indiana. It is after 6, so it is time to flip the sign and close the doors for the evening. Today is Thursday. Thought it was Wednesday all day long. Today is Thursday, so tomorrow is Friday. We are here 10 to 6. Saturday, I am here 10 to 3. It is also World Card Making Day. So I have got some ideas of some things I'll be sharing and things like that. Nothing crazy going on in the store because we are still just 2 Lone Rangers right now until Miss Laura comes back. Laura did have her grandbaby. Laura didn't physically have the baby, of course, but her daughter had the baby this week. He is beautiful. He is absolutely perfect. And so she'll be back in a couple weeks. So now she is even in more grandma mode, taking care of a mama who's recovering, and a 4-year-old, and now helping out with that infant as well too. But she'll be back in a couple weeks, and I know we miss her terribly, and I know her husband misses her terribly as well too. He was in the other night, and he's a really great man. He's a minister, so he likes to talk, but you could tell he's at home by himself because he talked my head off. He was in here for probably 45 minutes or so, and it was great. But whenever you guys go out of town and you send your husbands in for stuff, and a lot of times they are just talkers anyway, but they talk and talk because they're home by themselves and they have no one to talk to. And I think everybody knows I'm a talker. And so it warmed my heart. I mean, he just tell me all kinds of stuff and things like that and talk. I mean, we had a good little chat, but I know he's missing his wife and he is ready for her to come home as well. So, alrighty friends, well, you have an amazing, crafty, blessed evening. Hopefully you saw something that kind of inspired you, something new you didn't know was out there. Robin, you've got homework to check out all the fun things that you can do with shakers, and now you're going to be obsessed with them. And until next time, you guys take care. And again, you can go to www.thedoodlebuginc.com. Check out everything new on there, and you can place an online order. We ship free at $85. You can do a pickup order, and we'll pull it and have it ready for you. And if you have any questions, you can always drop those in the comments, and you can also shop from the comments as well. So, alrighty, friends, take care. Have an amazing evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.